Most drivers don't realize some additives can boost engine life to 100,000 miles, while others quietly destroy it. In this video, we'll uncover 12 proven additives that actually protect your engine and expose 5 dangerous ones that mechanics beg you to avoid. At number 1, fuel injector cleaners. Why does your car sometimes feel weak, even when you're filling up with premium fuel? The culprit is usually invisible. Carbon deposits silently choking your fuel injectors. Over time, those tiny nozzles spray less fuel, throwing off combustion and stealing horsepower you already paid for. The fix isn't a costly mechanic trip. It's a proven injector cleaner. A single $12 bottle can restore lost mileage, smooth out rough idling, and even extend engine life. Think of it as unclogging the heart of your engine. Use it every 3,000, 5,000 miles. Cheap solution, massive payoff. Number 2. High mileage oil additives. Did you know most engines over 75,000 miles start developing tiny oil leaks you'll never notice until it's too late? Those leaks happen because seals and gaskets dry out and shrink with age. High mileage oil additives are designed to recondition those seals, making them flexible again. The result? Leaks slow down, oil pressure stabilizes, and your engine keeps running smoother for longer. A $10 bottle today can save you from a $1,500 gasket replacement tomorrow. For older cars, that's not just maintenance, it's survival. Small cost, huge protection. Number 3. Octane boosters. Ever hear that metallic pinging or knocking sound when you hit the gas hard? That's pre-ignition. Your fuel detonating too early inside the cylinder. Left unchecked, it can shred pistons and melt valves. Octane boosters promise to fix this by raising fuel resistance to knock. And in high-performance or turbocharged engines, they actually work. But here's the catch. If you're driving a standard commuter car, you'll notice zero difference except in your wallet. The payoff only comes with engines tuned for higher octane. Power or placebo? The truth depends on your ride. Number 4. Engine oil stabilizers. Picture this, an old pickup with 200,000 miles, burning oil like crazy. Drop in an oil stabilizer, and suddenly it runs smoother with less smoke and quieter valves. These additives work by thickening the oil and improving its film strength, which reduces metal-on-metal contact in tired engines. The benefit is real, but here's the twist. In newer engines with tight tolerances, thickened oil can actually starve components of lubrication. That means stabilizers are a blessing for worn motors, but a curse for fresh ones. Right tool, right situation. Number 5. Lead substitutes. Back in the day, leaded gasoline protected soft valve seals in older engines. But here's the problem. Modern engines are built with hardened valves and don't need that protection at all. Yet some bottles on shelves still promise vintage engine performance with lead substitutes. In reality, they do more harm than good, fouling spark plugs, contaminating catalytic converters, and leaving behind nasty deposits. Unless you're restoring a pre-1970s classic that specifically requires it, you're just pouring trouble into your tank. Old myth, new damage. Number 6. Transmission additives. Ever had your transmission slip, hesitate, or shudder during gear changes? It feels like the beginning of a very expensive nightmare. Some transmission additives promise to fix this by swelling seals, boosting fluid pressure, and smoothing shifts. And yes, they can work, but only as a temporary bandage. The harsh truth is no bottle can reverse worn clutches or failing solenoids. Use them as a stopgap if you need a little extra time before a repair, but never as a permanent solution. Quick fix, costly delay. Number 7. Zinc additives. ZDDP. Here's a secret most modern drivers never hear. Older engines with flat tappet camshafts rely on zinc for survival. This compound, called ZDDP, forms a protective film that prevents the cam lobes from grinding themselves into dust. The problem? Modern oils drastically reduced zinc levels to protect catalytic converters. That means classic muscle cars, hot rods, and vintage trucks are running on oil that's missing a critical ingredient. Adding a zinc additive brings that protection back. Without it, your camshaft is living on borrowed time. Old tech, modern problem. Number 8. Teflon-based additives. Imagine spraying cooking oil into your bloodstream and hoping for better health. That's essentially what Teflon-based additives do inside your engine. Marketed as friction eliminators, they claim to coat internal parts with a slick layer of protection. In reality, those particles clog oil filters, block tiny oil passages, and can even starve bearings of lubrication. Major engine manufacturers and even DuPont, the creator of Teflon, have warned against these products. They don't reduce wear, they create it. Slick pitch, deadly choice. Number 9. Coolant additives. A veteran mechanic once said, "Heat kills engines faster than mileage ever will." And he's right. Overheating is the silent killer of cars. Coolant additives help by reducing surface tension in the fluid, which improves heat transfer and lowers operating temperatures. For drivers in scorching climates or those towing heavy loads, that extra protection can mean the difference between smooth sailing and a warped cylinder head. They won't replace proper coolant, but they make your system more efficient under stress. Cool engine, long life. Number 10. Stop leak additives. Would you try fixing a cracked dam with duct tape? That's exactly how stop leak additives operate. They work by swelling seals or circulating tiny particles that plug leaks in your cooling system or engine. Sounds convenient, until those particles clog your radiator, heater core, or tiny oil passages. What starts as a $15 quick fix can easily snowball into a $2,000 repair bill. At best, they buy you a little time. At worst, they suffocate your engine from the inside out. Cheap fix, huge bill. Number 11. Top-end lubricants. Ask any old-school mechanic about upper cylinder lubricants, and you'll see them nod. These additives clean intake valves, piston rings, and the tops of cylinders where carbon loves to build up. In carbureted engines or older vehicles running lower quality fuel, they can restore lost performance and prevent sticky valves. Even today, many drivers of older trucks and classic cars swear their engines run smoother and quieter after a dose. Think of it as a breath of fresh air for your combustion chambers. Old school, still effective. Number 12. Fuel stabilizers. Here's something most people don't realize. Gasoline starts to go stale in as little as 60 days. When that happens, it turns into a varnish-like mess that gums up fuel lines, injectors, and carburetors. Fuel stabilizers stop this process by keeping gasoline fresh for up to a year or more. For boats, motorcycles, classic cars, or anything that sits in storage, they're absolutely essential. Without it, your weekend toy could be dead on Monday morning. Fresh fuel, smooth start. If you're finding these insights helpful, now's the time to hit that subscribe button and join our community of smart drivers. Because the next 5 additives aren't just interesting, they're critical. Some can quietly extend your car's life by years, while others can destroy your engine faster than you think. You don't want to miss which ones fall into which category. Stick around, because the most surprising and most dangerous additive is still ahead. Number 13. Ethanol treatments. Ethanol is everywhere in modern fuel, and while it cuts emissions, it wreaks havoc on engines not designed for it. Ethanol attracts moisture, leading to corrosion in fuel systems and even separation inside the gas tank. That's why ethanol treatments exist. They neutralize water buildup, protect seals, and stabilize fuel blends. For lawnmowers, motorcycles, boats, and older cars, these additives are more than just helpful. They're lifesavers. Ignore ethanol's hidden effects, and you're gambling with rusted injectors and hard starts. Treat your fuel, protect your engine. Number 14. Ceramic engine coatings. Imagine your engine's moving parts wrapped in a microscopic armor. That's the promise of ceramic engine coatings, an additive that bonds to metal surfaces, reducing friction and heat. In lab tests and some racing applications, the results look impressive: smoother operation, better efficiency, and even extended oil life. But here's the catch: real-world results vary, and not all coatings are created equal. Sums for. Number 15. Diesel fuel additives. Diesel engines are tough, but today's ultra-low sulfur diesel fuel stripped away much of their natural lubrication. That means injectors and pumps wear out faster than they used to. Diesel fuel additives solve this by restoring lubrication, cleaning injectors, and even preventing winter gelling. For truckers and heavy-duty drivers, Skipping these additives can mean poor fuel economy and hard cold starts. Think of it as giving your diesel back what modern fuel took away: longer life, smoother runs. Number 16. Power steering additives. Ever hear that whining noise when you turn the wheel or feel stiff steering on cold mornings? That's your power steering system crying out for help. Additives designed for power steering fluid can rejuvenate seals, reduce noise, and smooth out operation. In older cars, they often make the difference between a groaning pump and a quiet, responsive wheel. But remember, if the pump or rack is already failing, no bottle will save it. At best, you're buying time. At worst, you're delaying the inevitable. Silent steering temporary fix. Number 17. Snake oil additives. Walk down any auto parts aisle, and you'll see bottles promising instant horsepower, double your mileage, or engine rebuild in a can. Sounds magical, right? The truth, most of these so-called miracle additives are nothing more than dyed mineral oil, kerosene, or cheap solvents dressed up with flashy labels. They won't boost performance, they won't fix worn parts, and in some cases they can even strip away protective oil films. The rule is simple: if it sounds too good to be true, it is. Flashy claims, empty results. So, there you have it, 12 additives that actually work and 5 that could destroy your car from the inside out. The key takeaway? Not every shiny bottle on the shelf is worth your money. And in some cases, it's downright dangerous. Smart drivers know when an additive is a tool and when it's a trap. And if you really want to avoid the most common ripoffs, I've got the perfect follow-up for you. Check out Never Use These 9 Fuel Injector Cleaners, where I expose the worst offenders that could be lurking in your tank right now. Tap it on screen, and I'll see you there.